Okay. So now we do like just 5 minutes of, you think about a person that their suffering is not so big. Maybe, again, you know, you can take yourself, but I always think we're brave enough to take somebody else. You think about a person that their suffering is not too much, but when you think about this person, let's say, as an example, you know that they're not so well. Then you call them, and they say, oh, wow, today I feel really well, and your heart opens. Do you have somebody in your life that when they tell you, oh, today I'm really happy, that not the ego that asks why, you know, that one has to stay aside. So not attached love, because the attached love would go like, why? Because I'm not involved in your happiness. Why are you happy? And then the person would maybe say, oh, because, you know, I don't miss you at all. I totally forgot about you. If you would still be happy about the happiness of the other person, fine. But if you would be a bit unhappy, then maybe not so good. So somebody that your heart opens kind of when you think about the person, but if possible, not too close, not with attachment. Just a friend, a neighbor, the lady in the supermarket. Okay. We see them every day. It's such a hard job. It's not well paid. But thanks to them, we can go shopping. Now, don't go, oh, they're quite well paid. They're not. I mean, the many hours in that light and not outside and all this, yeah? Do you know a face of a lady in a supermarket? Where you usually go? See, sometimes we don't even know their faces. They're just kind of machines. Do you know the face? Okay, good. But you can take anybody else. You close your eyes, you think about this person. And then you think this person is just like me. Doesn't want to suffer, but has kind of sufferings in their life. Wants to be happy, but doesn't know what lasting happiness is. Struggles, runs, gets frustrated, gets angry, is attached, has fears, has resistance, has problems, just like me. Now, since I'm having these problems of daily life anyway, but may this other person be free from it. May my problems and difficulties in life may become the cause for that person's happiness and well-being. So as you breathe in, if you can, don't force yourself to do this, yeah? Only if you can. If you have too much resistance, then just stay with that resistance in your heart and try to soften around it. Be gentle with yourself. But if you can, because I know many of you have done this before, you think whatever is bothering this person, be it present problems, be it the causes, the karmic imprints for these problems, I'm taking it away from her by breathing in. I take it away from her. Not so much that I get it. I have them anyway, so who cares? May that person be free of all the problems, difficulties, confusions, fears, meeting with difficult people. As you breathe out, you give that person everything that we cling to, like good relationships with others, Dharma knowledge, patience, skillful means to deal with the problems, intelligence, wisdom, in the form of light. So basically we go, whatever the person doesn't want is black, sticky, hot, smoke, gooey stuff. Whatever the person and I want is light, smooth, soft, healing, fresh, pure. And you just keep doing that. Not caring so much what happens to the other person, not caring what happens to you. If you have the courage, you can bring that black gooey stuff down to where that ego is sitting. We all know where it is, in the middle of the chest. And where you can visualize that it's like this beautiful heart that we have, this space that is there, is kind of protected with this crust of self-absorption, fixation, that my happiness is more important than somebody else's happiness. As that black gooey stuff hits it, it just explodes it into 1,000 pieces. And then that beautiful space that is our nature can appear. And then we don't have to be afraid to give out whatever we think is good and that we have. We have so much to give. Love, understanding, concern, kindness, friendliness. And you give it with this light. We have so much to give. And we withhold very, very often because we're afraid. As you breathe in, you might think, may you be free from suffering, hardships, problems, difficulties. As you breathe out, you think, may you have everything you need. May you be happy, composed, calm, open, spacious. Breathing in, may you be free from suffering, problems and difficulties. Breathing out, may you get relief, solutions, courage, patience. And we all know the state of the world at the moment. It's not so wonderful. So just in a general way, as we breathe out, we wish the world to become more peaceful, more spacious, more open, more tolerant, more just. As we breathe in, we take in everything that is heavy, all the confusion, all the fear. Not of all people, but just in general, try to do it. To heal the world, we need to take away the suffering. And we see actually the sincere wish we have when we do that, to be able to do that. We just train the mind, so then at least we don't harm when we do that. And as a Buddha, that we're not giving up our practice until we are fully enlightened, so that we can be of real benefit. So if you can, all this confusion, all this aggression, the fears, the greed of the world. You breathe it in not for you to keep it, but to destroy that I that makes me and them. And as long as I'm happy, great. What they do, I don't care. This kind of attitude we're destroying. But we're also destroying the fear that comes from it. Not wanting to look, not wanting to open up our heart because it's too painful to see. And it's especially painful to see then we see that we are part of this. We're part of the problem with our need for comfort. We're destroying the planet with our habits of trying to find happiness in outside things. So instead of feeling guilty, we think, I'm breathing in all these problems, difficulties that Mother Earth or the world has. When you breathe out light, and which brings relief, health, light, purity. And we start to feel that strong wish that we very naturally have for all beings to be happy and for all beings to be free from suffering. We don't need to exclude anybody. There's enough space in our heart for all of them. Okay. Then when you're ready, you can open your eyes, move your body.